So how come it took you 12 months to get something?
You want me to be completely honest?
Yeah.
I think because of all the foreigners. I know people don't like it, but I've never had trouble getting a job before. Yeah, I mean, I go in for jobs and they've got over 200 people applying for them.
What sort of jobs?
Anything, warehouse, driving jobs, everything.
All the foreigners, they take all our jobs and everything, don't they? They work for like 50p an hour, don't they? So us English people, we ain't going to get a job, are they? We want £7 an hour, and they'll work for £2 an hour.
How desperate are you to get a job?
Pretty desperate.
Would you fancy doing some vegetable picking tomorrow?
No.
There's loads of jobs that are needed to do in the farms, picking vegetables, packing them in boxes, and getting £7 an hour minimum. That's something to do, isn't it?
That's where all the polls and checks are, aren't they?
Yeah, but
doing that sort of shit.
Why aren't you guys doing that sort of thing?
So I don't want to work below the foreigners.
Can't have a go at them.
I'm not having a go at them.
I mean, they're doing the jobs that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's just too hard with people. I don't want to work in like cornfield.
Why not? We've got a job for you tomorrow if you want. £7 an hour.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Where?
Picking butternut squash.
Oh, no, you're alright, mate. I prefer to sign on and do that.
Bit of work. Do you good?
I prefer to sign on, do you know what I mean?
Makes you proud to be British, eh?
Back in Gdansk, the city's boss is feeling the heat of Euro 2012. Work for the tournament has hardly progressed, so Bogdan's decided he will come on a mission to Peterborough. But persuading Poles to leave Britain and go home won't be easy. Some propaganda might help. A Gdansk ad agency we met had come up with a few suggestions to tug at Polish heartstrings overseas. There were a dozen ideas around a powerful come home theme.
It's all quite emotional.
Yes.
How about this? These are girls who are training.
And for good measure, they'd approved a few photos of the far-fighting women of Bitoff.
Yeah, this one would be cool. Maybe something like women of Bitoff, we need you. And they could be holding a hose, maybe.
Maybe.
In his big office at the town hall, Bogdan chose his top two poster ideas.
The Christmas one and the kids are the most powerful. Family and loved ones are what we Poles most cherish.
He'd soon be unveiling them in Peterborough. But there was possibly one last trump card, the most famous Pole alive. Our translator warned us he could be unpredictable.
He can be very nice, but be ready for some not necessarily nice receptions.
Shall I bring some flowers?
No.
And sure enough, when I did meet the President of Solidarity, former President of the country, and Nobel Prize winner, Lech Walesa...
Mr. President, it's an honour to meet you. Thank you for embracing us this morning.
Kiepskie pytanie, następne.
That was a question. Next question, please.
Okay, very good. Lots of...
Well, I've been warned.
It was a really bad question, but, would you like to appeal to any of the Poles, and there are so many who've come to Britain, to come back to Gdansk?
If I said anything like that now, I would just be booed.
Why would you be booed?
People expected us to sort out the country more quickly, to make changes which would make Poland better off. But this hasn't happened.
You know Bogdan?
Yes.
What kind of a guy is he?
I don't spend too much time looking at him. I focus on his wife. She's a very nice woman.
Really?
But from what I know, he is a good man. It's a good thing that someone is at least trying. If he fails, there will be others, and slowly the time will come when these people start to return to Poland. Let's give a sense of proportion. We're talking about Poland and Peterborough. We do have towns in Poland that could compete with Peterborough.
And back in Peterborough, the issue of immigration is becoming ever more prominent.
At 6 o'clock, a police chief demands more money to pay for policing
immigrants. What do they really cost?
Problems posed by migrant workers.
Immigration and crime.
Anger about immigration.
Last year, national media descended on the Lincoln Road after the Chief Constable of Cambridgeshire warned that now the police were being stretched by the increase in immigrants.
And if it means stating the facts, I'll state the facts.
And it's all been pushed onto the national agenda by a constant trickle-up of complaints.
Dear Bob, thank you for your recent letter on the issue of migrants and law, and all for your letter to the Home Office about the number of immigrants in the UK. Your letter expressing concern about...
From people like Bob Reynolds, who we met back at the New England Club. He's been writing endlessly to the authorities about the effects of immigration on his area. A snapshot of the feeling that has helped prompt his MP to speak out in Parliament, the City Council to call for an increase in its budget, and even the government to admit that immigration levels are too high.
Complain. It's a British birthright.
And into this heady mix, Bogdan, the man from Gdansk.
Hello?
He's on the way to Peterborough with his aide to try and persuade Poles to quit Britain and go back home. A new government's just been elected in Poland, and he thinks it might be time for Poles to return.
Bogdan, good to see you. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Peterborough.
First stop, an audience with the Deputy Mayor.
We're delighted to have you here.
And other dignitaries.
Leader of the Peterborough City Council.
Not that they were endorsing his campaign.
And this is Bogdan, the biggest cheese in Gdansk.
With the portrait of former city leader Charles Swift gazing down, Bogdan set out his stall.
Rozmawiać z tymi ludźmi, mówiąc im, że warunki się zmieniają, że zmienią się, że ten rząd chce położyć duży nacisk na to, żeby mieli już lepsze i godniejsze warunki.
Isn't that lovely?
After presenting them with gifts from his city, he selected flyers based on the posters he picked in Gdansk. The old man with the line, "Christmas isn't the same without